give you. I don't actually have to enter anything, so I just figured I'd sit there. I was actually going to see how long I could sit there without doing anything, but
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little hangout session. Tuesday, really the day before everything else gets going. Like, there's a few conference tournaments that start on Thursday, I guess, but this is like the day before we really get going. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, but it gets even,
crazier.
Yes, that is the case.
When the real teams start playing.
All right.
Not teams like Gonzaga or.
we don't know.
Oh, we're not going to go into that already? Hold on, I got a phone call. Who keeps trying to call me from Lombard? Hold on.
Sure.
I'm going to have to go make a call.
All right. I'll just sit here by myself watching collegiate hoops. So right now, we got...
Never mind, I lied. I tried calling it back. Said the number couldn't be found. So it must be my warranty on my car must be up.
Okay.
Be the only thing I could think of.
So right now we have coming up what we're going to be watching and what many at home should be watching. And if they're not, they're just not doing it right.
They're doing it wrong.
That's what it comes down to. You got the second half of a showdown in the first round of the Southland Tournament. Southeast Louisiana and McNeese going head-to-head. 31-31 at the half. You got Long Beach State, Cal State, Northridge. First round of the Big West Tournament, which everyone knows UC Santa Barbara is going to win. A 20-point lead for Long Beach State, who is the underdog. And if you can see our picks on the video feed at the bottom of the ticker, we said plus 2.5 on Long Beach State. Looks like that's going to go well. They're up by 20. You got Elon and Drexel, the championship game in the Colonial Athletic. That's starting in about now. Wake Forest, Notre Dame on the ACC network. And since Xfinity and ACC network and all these people are selfish as shit, there's not going to be that for us to watch. So there you go. If you're an Xfinity person.
Yes.
Yeah. Mount St. Mary's, a game that you picked Bryant to win the NEC tournament. I took Mount St. Mary's. They go head-to-head right about now on ESPN2.
Looks like tip starts at 7:12 Eastern time.
Yes, and then we have a game that has started. It is 3-2 Cleveland State. Cleveland State, Oakland, the Horizon Championship. You took Cleveland State, so we'll see if they can pull it out for you.
Yeah, Oakland, a team that, has been very streaky.
You got to look at their non-conference schedule. Their non-conference schedule was really hard.
Yeah.
And that's why when Rothstein tweeted last night that, things you didn't think you'd tweet, 12-17 Oakland to the Horizon, you can't just look at their record. You got to look at how hard their schedule was. This is a team that took Michigan to overtime. I mean, I know Michigan was rounding into form still, but I mean, still that counts for something.
I think James Madison beat them by 45, though. So
your point stands with the streakiness, definitely.
Absolutely.
So results today, we had Miami taking down Pittsburgh 79-73 in the first round, 13-14 matchup in the ACC. And the thing with that matchup was that Miami is a team that I had in my top 40 going into this season. And they've had so many injuries. Chris Lykes only played 2 games this season. They had a lot of high-level guys just not playing as well as they, were supposed to. And then Pittsburgh, 2 of their 3 scorers entered the transfer portal during the season. So that was the matchup of who has it worse, and Miami won that game. So, and then Duke just beat the living F out of Boston College. I mean, that game Wasn't even close from the tip. 86-51.
Wow.
Boston College is a broken team. You know, they fired
Duke?
Jim Christian already. So
Duke on a Tuesday. You think they have any chance to make a run?
I have to say this right now. I love them tomorrow night against Louisville. Love them in that game. It's hard to beat somebody 3 times. Louisville's beaten Duke twice in close games.
Yeah.
I don't think Duke gets past Florida State, but I think they'll beat Louisville. I really do.
I can see that. Definitely.
So in this game, Cal State Northridge, who is the 2.5-point favorite coming into this game, the first round of the what the hell tournament is it? The Southland? No, it is the Big West. Sorry, 2 for 15 from 3 for Cal State Northridge in the first half. That's not going to get it done. That's not as bad as what Boston College did, which was 1 for 14 for the game.
Ouch.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be taking more than 14 threes when you're down by 30 for the entire game.
Yeah, you just start chucking them up. Maybe they didn't want to go 1 of 30, though.
That is true. I mean, when have they ever been good at college basketball, though, anyway?
True.
Oakland is up 7-3 early.
7-5, but
you know, you're slightly ahead of me. I'm on the ESPN app.
now they're up 10-5.
You have to stop. A lot of people want Bryant to win. Sean Paul just checked in on Twitter, not our comments, but he just tweeted, definitely want this for Jared Grosso, an incredible coach, but an even better person. So he's talking about the Bryant head coach. Maybe we'll get Sean on, see if he wants to join us. He's one of the most
good friend of yours, right?
Well, you know, we've never really spoken, but we follow each other on Twitter and we communicate via the replies on Twitter. But I don't know. He follows college basketball closer than almost anybody that I follow on Twitter. Like, he'll be tweeting about junior college transfers and all these games. He knows the players from what I can tell, unless he's looking them up really fastly and then tweeting about them. I don't think he's doing that at this point, though.
Oakland and Cleveland State just chucking threes. Not making a lot of them.
If you like the NBA, you'll like this game.
Yeah. So do you think BYU has any shot tonight?
They have a shot to keep it within 20.
Okay.
I can't believe that we're still doing the Gonzaga thing. Like, you would have thought that my rant from yesterday would have reached everybody in the country, and we wouldn't be talking about it. But no, this douchebag named Bob from Michigan is saying Illinois, Michigan, and Iowa would go undefeated if they were in the West Coast. We're Illinois fans. We cover the Illini. They would not go undefeated in the West Coast. They would have a slip up in at least 2 or 3 games probably. They might not lose all those 2 or 3 games where they aren't playing well, but they won't win them all.
Yeah. Yeah, Illinois. I mean, they've been one of those teams that have been iffy. You know, they come out, went overtime against Nebraska, had another close one against Northwestern,
and they were losing by 15 in Northwestern in the first game, and they outscored them 53-13 in the second. And also, Iowa is the same way. Iowa is programmed to not go undefeated in any league, because they're all shooting. I mean, their defense gets better throughout the season, but, like, look at their game against Minnesota in December. They couldn't shoot as well, and they lost in overtime. And Michigan, same way. Like, if teams could just do what Illinois did to Michigan or what Minnesota did to them, which Minnesota was really just a factor of them not losing at home and just playing so much better at home for some reason. But
Minnesota was a lot better starting out than they ended.
They were the exact opposite of what I thought they would be. Because I said they were going to have a really rough time with that 6-game stretch after the Illini game, and they went 5-1 in that stretch, I think. So no score through over a minute in the Drexel-Elon game. I bet I'm way ahead of you on that, aren't I?
I mean, what's that on?
CBS Sports Network. Are you getting confused with the networks?
I don't know where I put that.
Wait till tomorrow when there's like a million games.
It's right there. Never mind. I got it on my StreamYard one, so it's.
No one's commented.
What game was I supposed to move? I was going to not care about this game. That's right. Okay.
I need to DM somebody on Twitter.
What'd you say the score was? Because I don't have
2-2. 2-2, 18 to play. They took the score thing off for a minute.
Somebody just scored.
There's a 3 from like 35 feet that's way short. Actually, it probably wasn't 35.
Just now 2-2.
Yeah. So in the Southland Tournament, you got Southeast Louisiana up 5 on McNeese. That doesn't really factor into our. Who did we pick for that? Let me see here.
I don't remember.
Well, I can pull up Google Drive right now and get the job done. You've been much better at these than me thus far. You got Cleveland State. If Cleveland State wins, you nailed that. If VCU wins Sunday, you nailed that.
Obviously, I know more about college basketball than you do.
It looks that way, yeah. I have Abilene Christian, and you have Sam Houston State in the Southland. Sam Houston State plays tonight, right? No, wait. That's Houston Baptist.
I have no idea. They were the 3 seed, so probably have a bye.
Yeah.
It's now 4-2. Elon. The team of destiny, I've heard.
Looks like Dockich is doing the...
Did Elon and Drexel even play each other regular season?
It's a good question, and I can find that out right now for you.
It's good. Find that out. I got to go get another flavored water and check my meat. So,
interesting quote. Elon and Drexel did not play in the regular season. So when he gets back, we will inform him of that. I'll tell you this right now. If you're watching the stream, send us some comments. Like, what are your thoughts? You know, give me your thoughts. That's what I want to hear. Like, what are you thinking about right now, people in America out there? Nice long silence here. Very exciting. Yeah, Long Beach State just beating up Cal State Northridge, which was a game where these teams were both under 500. You had Long Beach go 4-8 in the Big West regular season. You had Cal State Northridge go 5-9. So it's one of those tough games to pick, but you never know. So the Northeast Conference Championship is officially tipped off. Mount St. Mary's and Bryant going head-to-head in that game. Mount St. Mary's the 4 seed in the conference, Bryant the 2 seed. Mount St. Mary's took down Wagner, who was the 1 seed in their first-round matchup, or in the semifinal, really, because it's a 14 tournament. So there you go. Bryant 10-4 in the conference. Mount St. Mary's 9-7. Has some ugly shots right now. An empty gym for this Northeast Conference game. The gym is empty, and that sucks, but you know, what can you do? It's weird that you got Dockich calling this game. Not a fan of that, but what can you do, eh? This is a sloppy start to the Northeast Championship game. That guy just tried to draw a charge, and he stood there and then let him go by him for a layup. So that's not ideal, I wouldn't think. No, probably not. This dude's not missing from 3. It's 2 straight. Charles Pride, 2 for 2 from deep, 6 points. Hot start for him. Hot start. Throw me some comments. Let's go. Let's get it going here. It's like a high school gym they're playing in, where Bryant plays. I don't know why I keep saying Bryant. It's Bryant. I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah. 6-4, Bryant leading in the NEC championship. They're looking to get their first NCAA tournament berth in the history of their school. Right to the rack. Mount St. Mary's not looking great defensively. Not an ideal start for them on the defensive end. I would certainly say that holds to this point.
Been holding it down. A lot of good interaction.
A lot of dead air, I would say.
Huh?
A lot of dead air.
A lot of dead air.
At some point, I started to question the way that I said Bryant.
What would you have said instead?
Well, I was saying Bryant instead of Bryant. It was very weird.
Brian?
All I know is that Mount St. Mary's defense is not good right now. That's what I know about that.
Maybe Brian's just a better team.
I mean, yeah, they are, obviously.
Oh, my goodness.
I need Mount St. Mary's to win.
A little bit of an air ball there. A little bit of an air ball. Wait for it. It's a pretty good shot.
Jeez. Nice little start for Elon. 11-6 lead. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Little 7-0 run for the Phoenix.
Here they're the team of destiny. Did we say that already?
We did say that. I heard on the radio today that Elon used to be named the Fighting Christians. Your thoughts?
So they're Catholic, or not Catholic school. They're a Christian school?
I don't know, but now they're the Phoenix, so I don't know what happened.
They rose from the ashes. That's what it sounds like.
All right. You any ideas for a guest to put on here?
What about Brew Party guy?
I think he said he's out of town this week.
I don't know. About Big Smooth.
He's probably streaming.
I didn't see that he had a good dinner. Elon with the 15-9 lead. What's the score?
13-9.
Huh, that's weird.
The original mascot of Elon was the Fighting Christians.
It looks like Elon's going to beat him by 30.
Team of Destiny, that's what Team of Destinies do.
And then they go get spanked in the first round of the tournament.
Doesn't matter. It's a pride thing.
They'd be a playing game, right? Told you it's 15-9.
They would be a 16 seed playing game, yeah. So I'm wondering, like, who should I DM to join?
I don't really know anybody.
I don't want to bother anybody, really. It's kind of where I'm at on this. I mean, it'd be nice to get Haslametrics on, but he has a family, I know. So obviously you do too, but you're like a host. So it's like,
It's different.
You're essential to the staff here.
That's right. Got to be here. Never noticed how loud the laugh tracks were in Friends until.
Yeah, I mean, we have to talk the entire time, or you're going to hear it the whole time. So
I got it at volume 1000, I think. So
check the private chat. I can't type like this. Okay. I don't buy that for a sec.
I didn't. Let me check it out.
It's not good. That's why I said in the private chat. I'll just put it in the private chat, but I'll like asterisk it.
I follow him.
It was on his Twitch stream.
Oh.
There you go. I think you can get that. Don't say it out loud, obviously. So.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It's
Ouch. Bad.
See under fire? That's why you don't stream, bro.
He hasn't really said anything about it. Like, I think he's just ignoring it. I don't know why. He's definitely going to get fined.
How did you find out about
Someone posted the video of it on Twitter. Like, everybody's talking about it, and he's been tweeting during it, but hasn't said anything about it. Or he's tweeted since it happened, but hasn't said anything. It's a very weird situation. So.
Interesting.
We're officially banning him from the University of Illinois. We have the power to do that, so he's gone. So, yeah. Anyway, see the Illini AD put out a statement about how.
I did. I retweeted it.
Yeah, what a joke.
Very well said.
Yeah, but the Big Ten, what a joke. Like, Michigan fans hated it when football changed the rules. Now they love it.
Right.
When they, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're taking anything. It doesn't take anything away from Michigan. There were 3 co-champs last year.
Yeah.
So what do you even... Whatever. Does it matter? I wonder what banner he's going to put up. Winningest team in the big. I think that's what I'd put. Wonder if we'll buy him rings too. Because from what it sounded like, they were going to hang a banner regardless.
I just watched 4 plays in this Horizon League championship game. All of them were missed threes.
Yikes.
Long Beach State is just beating the living F out of Cal State Northridge. I'm glad Cal State Northridge showed up. Good for them.
Oh, man. What a block. It's a big dude.
Starting in about 6 minutes will be Manhattan and Fairfield, first round of the MAAC tournament. The first game in the first round of the MAAC tournament was Iona and Quinnipiac. And Iona won that game by 24 points. So watch out for Patino's team. I know you wanted to pick them.
They just for some reason again, right?
Took Marist.
I like legit told you I was picking them, and then I didn't pick them. I don't know what happened.
Very weird.
Is Marist still in?
They haven't played yet.
Good.
Marist will play Niagara on Thursday.
They get a buy into the championship?
They will play Niagara on Thursday. They have to win 3 games to win the bid, which means they're going to have to go through Iona or Siena no matter what.
It's not good. I was trying to pick a crazy one, let you back in the running, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Give you a shot.
My file folder just made a weird ass noise. I don't know what the hell that was.
Elon's a quick team, man.
It's Elon.
What'd I say?
Elon. What I'll say about these 2 teams is that they're both better than 10-8 and 11-7.
What's the E sound make?
Anyway, they didn't play each other in the regular season. I can confirm that to you.
Okay. Well, I saw that they only played 18 games, so I wondered.
The only tournament team that Elon played was UNC Greensboro, who got the Sun Belt bid. Or sorry, what bid did they get? The SoCon bid. They lost to UNC Greensboro by 7. They beat Campbell by 10, and Campbell was the team that lost to Winthrop in the Big South Championship.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Elon is 258th in adjusted offense. So.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, here's Oakland's non-conference schedule. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Xavier, they lost by 52.
Okay.
Toledo, who's a very good MAC team, they lost by 27. Bradley, who is a pretty average Missouri Valley team, they lost by 14. Michigan, who's going to be a 1 seed, they lost by 10 in overtime. Purdue, who's been very good, lost to them by 43. Oklahoma State, another tournament team, they lost by 13. Michigan State, who looks like they'll make the tournament, they lost by 18, gave up 109 points. Then they started off conference play by losing to Illinois Chicago twice. So they started 0-9. They're now 12-17.
Wow.
I mean, that's that's the hardest non-conference schedule by far this season.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was no gimmies there. None of them. Because you played Xavier, who's a bubble team, Michigan, Purdue, Oklahoma State, Michigan State are probably locks. That's 4 locks, plus a bubble team, that's 5, plus the best team in the MAC that has a chance to get a bid, that's 6, and then a Bradley team, I don't know how you lose to them.
Oh,
whatever.
All right. I got to go pull my meat.
That's what she said. Sending a DM, by the way, people.
Every time I leave, we lose 2 viewers. What have you been doing?
Sending a DM to somebody to see if they wanted to join the show.
Okay.
First DM goes out to Haslametrics. See if he wants to join us for a few minutes. Second one, I'll just pick somebody after that. He's number 1 choice. Good guy. Haven't ever talked to him before, but I'd like to have him on. If not, then I'll go to, I guess, Brad Evans. I mean, I know he said that he was available to join shows this week and next week. I don't know if he meant like joining while games are going on, but he's a boisterous, energetic guy. He was at Yahoo Sports back in the day. He does bracketology stuff. He's an Illini fan. I figured he'd be a perfect fit for us, but
yeah,
I think we'll probably get him on, maybe at the end of this week on our Illini show, maybe to talk about the Illini. Or maybe probably right before the tournament. I say our preview tournament episode, we should try to get him on.
Sounds good to me. I come back 2 viewers. What I tell you.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's definitely a big deal. Yeah. Wake Forest is up 21-9 on Notre Dame, by the way. Under 12. A little run for Drexel here, 17-17 game. You got Mount St. Mary's with a 15-12 lead on Bryant. You got 25-23 Cleveland State, 2-point lead, 6 to play in the first in the Horizon League Championship, Oakland and Cleveland State. So you got that going on. Lots of things are happening right now.
A lot of basketball. I'm having a hard time watching everything at once.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Okay, last year at this time we were doing this, but then like a couple days later it was all gone. So
true.
1919. They're really starting to pick it up here in the Colonial Athletic Championship. Great birthday for you, definitely.
Can't happen 2 years in a row, right?
No. You're all worried about Kansas. I mean, come on. They're fine.
Well, you know, what if it would have happened next week? Would Kansas have been out?
Kansas is playing in the Big 12 tournament.
Well,
it just would mean that McCormick, who's one of their best players, wouldn't get to play. That's what happens in these sporting seasons with COVID.
But it was just because he was around somebody, right? It wasn't because he has it. Like, you have to have 7 negative tests before they let you go. Is what I thought I saw.
Yeah, and look at the trends in sports. Every single league has been able to control it much better at the end of seasons. Like, everyone's used to the protocols, and they have it under control now to where if you have a positive test or if you're near someone, if it's just 1 or 2 guys, you're not going to get banned from the tournament.
Bryant ties it up, 15-all. Playing in a high school gym, it looks like.
No fans there either. Those are all cutouts.
The old neck. Whose court are they playing on? Bryant's?
Bryant's, yeah.
Home game, huh?
Nice boxing out there by Bryant.
You think they'd have an advantage with all those cutouts of their fans?
The big factor is the rims.
You're right.
They're different. And the nets. Those nets are too short. I couldn't shoot on those.
The nets make a difference in how you shoot?
For me. If it's a shorter net, I can't shoot on that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like this net, the net in the Southeast Louisiana McNeese game looks perfect.
They make that? Me. Oh, my goodness.
Same with the Horizon League one.
That's a hell of a shot from Oakland?
Yeah, that's good, too.
Yeah. It was halfway to the basket. All these games pretty close except for
Long Beach State. So we went 7-3 in picks last night. I'm thinking we'll do better tonight.
Yeah.
Because we're already 2-0. Iona hit, which counts, because we did pick Iona before the game.
Correct.
2-0.
We lost.
No. Wrong. Nice try.
I mean, Duke, we won.
Yeah, that's what you should have said.
I forgot. What was Duke? A 14-point favorite?
13-point, and they won by like $1 million.
$1.5 million, I heard.
35 is what $1.5 million is.
Oh.
A lot of cutouts of the Cleveland State game, too. Or the Horizon Championship. I don't know why I said Cleveland State. That's weird.
Why? Good ball handling. I'm not a fan of the Nike Just Us shirts. The NCAA shirts, like for the tournament. Like that's what Illinois is going to be wearing.
I don't see the point.
Can't say I'm a fan of them.
It looks stupid.
When's somebody going to make an everyday guy shirt for Illinois?
We have a tournament, so I don't even care what happens at this point.
True.
$71-43 Long Beach, and they were a 2.5 point dog. So I'm just gonna assume that we won that. So I'm gonna check that one off.
Vegas, all the money must have been going one way. Vegas knew what they're doing.
It's because everyone's looking at records. It's got to be
True.
people betting that. They're like, oh well, Long Beach went 4-8 in conference, and Cal State Northridge went 5-9. That's so much better.
You win. You're better.
I'm going to take Long Beach State off of the ticker here because we already won that. I mean, it's over. They were a 2.5 point dog, which means that they're going to.
How much time's left? I turned it off. It was such a good game.
There is a lot of time left, but it's a 28 point game. So
okay,
there's 8 minutes left.
Never know.
I'm calling that. They're a 2.5 point dog. They would have to lose. There's no way.
This isn't an election, bro.
All right. Manhattan and Fairfield is what I'm going to turn on here instead of Long Beach State, because the Long Beach State game, like we've been saying,
like 9 blocks for Bryant. Like 9. Cleveland State takes an 8-point lead.
You think our fame is dying down a little bit?
Fame of what?
Like we used to have people in these streams all the time.
That's because they were non-fans of Illinois.
And now nobody cares.
It's different.
I'll show everybody my setup here that I'm working with. Just for fun. If everybody wants to see what I'm doing, I got my Twitter over here. Snacking a phone and the pics right there.
You need to make it big. How do you make it big screen? There you go.
Kin Palm, obviously, naturally. Just checking out some things on there. Got the setup over here of what we're doing. Right there. Got microphone. The Office DVDs, G Fuel.
It's a nice
PS5.
microphone.
Okay.
Snowball.
Controller. And then the games. And then there's Elon Drexel up there. I got the other 4 games right there. Thoughts? Yeah.
It looks nice.
Unbiased flag behind me.
That's right. Unbiased.
Here's a comment. Here's a comment. Thanks for checking in.
Go outside.
Thanks to StreamYard for checking in. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. Thanks for checking out stream.
Thanks, StreamYard. You want me to make a fake account and start asking you questions?
That's what it's going to come down to, I think, at this point.
Nah.
Drexel 1 point lead on Elon Musk's squad.
Elon Musk.
Oh man.
Dogecoin, I think. That's what he likes.
4 point lead. 3 ball for Drexel is good.
Uh-oh. Hold on. 3 ball for Drexel is nope. Missed that one. Hold on.
Jeez, you're way behind.
3 ball for Drexel is good.
Yep, there you go. Now Elon with an elite cut and then a throwaway. Knocked out of bounds by Drexel. All right.
Can you put that on your computer screen, please?
0% chance.
Duke keeping hope alive, says ESPN. Way to win 1 game, Duke.
I mean, they beat
Keep that hope
worst
alive.
Team.
Yes.
In the conference.
They beat
basically.
the 15 seed. Good job.
I mean, Wake Forest is actually ranked worse.
So tomorrow we got Syracuse, NC State we can't watch. Clemson, Miami we can't watch.
North Carolina and whoever we can't watch.
I'm going to have to steal my brother-in-law's Dish Network passcode.
God, that is so stupid. ACC Network and Xfinity being selfish douchebags.
It's not right.
While we're talking about tomorrow, let's look at some of the notable games tomorrow. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, hit me with them.
Since no one will freaking comment. I mean, Jesus, people. It's fun stuff. It's March. We're watching hoops. Join us. No DM back, so I'm going to have to DM somebody else now. Who should I DM next?
How about Beeline? See what he's up to.
All right. Now you're just messing.
I private chatted you if you want to look at it.
I am aware. I mean, this is a little different, though. I'm actually trying to talk rather than just turning everything into 1,000 different subjects.
How are the viewers doing? Good tonight, everybody. What's everybody up to?
We're up to 4 for a split second. Now we're at 3.
What are you having for dinner? So you guys start talking about other things in basketball.
All right. So tomorrow there's a 10 a.m. game. Northern Colorado.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That's the only game tomorrow?
No, I'm going to pull it up on my bracket.
This lefty from Mount St. Mary's can't miss. And his shot's not the greatest, but Cleveland stayed up 10 with 55 seconds left in the first half.
Manhattan and Fairfield, a 5-4 lead, 7 minutes into the game. Manhattan on top. Our pick in that game was the Manhattan squad minus the 2.5 in the MAAC tournaments, which is weird because you have seeding all screwed up in this tournament. So there you go. All right.
Why did they do it like that?
They're stupid. They're basing it off of number of wins, I guess.
Mount St. Mary's out to an 8-point lead.
Those are my boys right there. Woo!
Looking pretty good for Ethan. They seem more athletic.
They were leading Wagner for that entire game. And then they really started to screw it up at the end, but they still won.
Looks like we got TCU Kansas State at 6:30. We got Oklahoma Iowa State at 9:30 tomorrow. Obviously. I think Cleveland State might just be too much for Oakland. Now a 12-point lead.
Yeah. So 0 for 1 on guest booking, which is fine. He is he's busy, which I understand. It's a busy month for everybody. And he's, one of the great guys in this business, so I don't have anything negative to say. Do you want to say anything negative?
Maybe you just get like a random Cleveland State fan on or something.
I was thinking we try to get the coach on of whoever wins the Elon Drexel game.
There you go.
Try to get their coach on, because that's like a funny radio bit type deal where like they would get a random Cinderella team's coach on for like nobody would actually want to listen to that, but they were like serious about it. That turned into a big trend there for a while. Like I bet Porter Moser from 2018 went on tons of radio shows in like Sacramento,
True.
All right, let's go over tomorrow's games. We're going to start in the Big Sky tournament, which gets underway tomorrow. I'm going to go Central Standard Time, which is the time zone that we're in. So we have 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. games. Northern Colorado, Sacramento State, Portland State, Northern Arizona, Montana, Idaho. Those games are on Pluto TV. So every game in this tournament's on Pluto TV until the championship. So good luck watching that one.
$5, you probably watch it.
Yeah.
What is Drexel from 3?
I can find that out within seconds.
Holy smokes. They can't miss.
Drexel from 3, they are 6 for 11, 54%. Elon 1 for 8. Elon's got to take that, though. They're 1 for 8 versus 6 for 11, and they're only down 5. That's not bad.
They just kick this guy out or what?
It's halftime. Maybe they were giving him like a "hey, shut the hell up" type deal. You had Dockich on the call for this Bryant Mount St. Mary's, really ruining a good game. So starting,
I can't hear it.
Yeah, that's great. So what happened in the Conference USA tournament? Was there a game canceled?
I have no idea.
I thought I heard that like FIU had to drop out
What sounds about right?
because I see a game on here tonight. But
Florida's crazy.
You mean that in a fun way?
Yeah, sure.
Middle Tennessee, FIU's canceled due to COVID protocols. Middle Tennessee automatically advances. I thought I saw something about that earlier, but I didn't know what exactly it was. I didn't read into it. So Middle Tennessee moves on to play North Texas. In about 15 minutes, you'll have Rice and Southern Miss in the first round of that one.
So that's a can't miss game.
All right, dude. The MAC tournament starts on Thursday, by the way, so not going to be able to see any MACtion until Thursday. A good game tomorrow, Siena Iona, 4 o'clock Central in the MAAC, of course. That's a can't miss game there, honestly, if we're being honest. A 1 versus a 9, but it's a very good 9 for that conference, and they're coached by a guy.
Yep.
Leave it at that. Anyway, the MEAC tournament starts Thursday as I continue to shuffle through the folder of conference tournament brackets. The Mountain West starts Wednesday tomorrow. So 1 o'clock, you got Wyoming, San Jose State, 3:30 UNLV, Air Force, and then 6 o'clock Fresno State, New Mexico. So winner of Wyoming, San Jose State will play San Diego State. So upset watch.
Sounds like it. San Diego State's probably going down.
We got some semifinal games tomorrow. One at 4:30, one at 6:30. You got Loyola, Maryland against Army. And then our guys Colgate against Bucknell in the semifinals of the Patriot League tournament. Of course, campus site games. Those games will be televised on CBS Sports Network.
Shouldn't Colgate be in already? I mean,
9th in the net, you'd think so, yeah. So the Southland Tournament did start tonight. You got McNeese State and Southeastern Louisiana has already started. The winners that we picked in that one, you picked 3-seeded Sam Houston State. I took Abilene Christian. So Sam Houston State has to win 3 games to get the bid, and Abilene Christian has to win 2. And if Sam Houston State wins their first game, they'll play Abilene Christian in the semifinals. So
it's always good to have that extra game. Get warmed up.
Some would say that, yes.
I would definitely say that.
The SWAC tournament starts tomorrow. You got Prairie View, Mississippi Valley on ESPN3, Jackson State, who I picked to win it, playing APB, Arkansas Pine Bluff, who lost to Wisconsin by like 1 million earlier in the season. I remember watching that game. It was like 25-2 Wisconsin. It's a good game.
Yikes.
We got a conference championship game starting in an hour. Oral Roberts, North Dakota State, of course. Huge game. Love this Oral Roberts team. I think they're the best team in the conference. You picked North Dakota State to win it. So
in the country, is that what you just said?
I said conference.
Oh.
You got Gonzaga BYU tonight. Is that going to be a game?
Nope. Gonzaga by 40.
I mean, Kispert already had his bad March game, which was yesterday, where he had 14 points and was 0 for 5 from 3. And they won by 20. So I think if he actually does what he's capable of doing tonight, and Drew Timme cannot be stopped in that conference, I don't care if Matt Harms was the defensive player of the year. It doesn't matter. It might actually matter.
Linardi's in bracket bunker. What's he saying about Duke?
Is he going to be joining us tonight? Did you get Linardi on? All right, joining us right now is Joe Linardi from ESPN. His bracket bunker. Joe, how's it going?
He just said, I can hear him in my ear. He just said that It keeps Duke's brackets hopes alive, but that's about it.
What does
Solid
he sound like?
commentary.
What does he sound like?
I can't.
Like, just give me like, is it low, high?
It keeps Duke's hopes alive.
I wouldn't think that he'd sound like that. I figured he'd sound like
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Like a higher pitch, like it keeps Duke's hopes alive, but that's about it.
Okay,
that's what I envisioned him to
might
sound
be a
like.
little closer.
I have never heard him speak, and if I did, it was like during this time, but I don't have the volume on, so I can't hear him. What I just said made no sense. 38-30 Wake Forest. No defense in that game. 3 minutes to go in the first. 38-30. You do that.
You know? Yes.
I'm eating crackers now, people. So what are you going to do about it? Didn't think so. Nice try. What's everyone doing tonight? Watching hoops? So there you go. I don't know why I was locked in on a commercial for like a second there. What am I doing? So 34-29, Mount St. Mary's, a 4 seed in the Northeast Conference with a 5-point lead at the half on Bryant in the championship game. You get a Southland game going down to the wire. McNeese State and Southeast Louisiana, 3-point lead for Southeast Louisiana, 122 to play. I'll be back in a sec. How's it going? I need to find somebody to DM to get on the show to bring some damn entertainment because, God, we're boring. All right, 1 point game. McNeese State is down 1. So there we go. Just been sitting here. I don't know what to do. I need someone to DM.
DM me.
I don't know who to DM.
Should have thought about this before.
I did. I just didn't know who to DM. We need some entertainment here. We're boring. Southeast Louisiana and McNeese State is a 1 point lead for Southeast Louisiana. Under 50 seconds to go. Southeast Louisiana has the ball.
Is that on ESPN Plus?
Yeah. You think they would broadcast that game on TV? Jeez. Jumper is good. 3 point lead for Southeast Louisiana. McNeese with the ball. I'm assuming they're in a cross half court, call timeout, or just go for it. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They're going to swing it. Nope, they're wasting a lot of time here. 20 seconds. Is he going to shoot a three? Kick it out, dude. Kick it. That guy's wide open. He just got his ass stuffed. The ball saved. Give it back. 3 to tie. Oh!
No good.
Got it. 67-66. They might say that's a 2. Uh-oh. 13 seconds left. I don't know if that was a 3.
They called it a 2 on the floor?
Yeah, I don't know which line is which. I'm assuming the one further back is the line they're playing on, so maybe that was a 2.
Tell me he hit the worst shot in basketball?
Let me see.
Wow.
If that gray line is the line, then that's a 2.
I think the other one's women's.
That's sexist.
True.
Yeah, that's a 2. That's brutal. Still, though, he made it. You got 13 seconds left.
At least he wasn't 5 feet out of bounds like the guy last night.
What game was that? Was that the South Dakota or South Dakota North Dakota State game?
Yep.
Yeah, the dude swung it from the corner along the baseline to pass it to a guy who's 5 feet out of bounds.
And he took the shot like he wasn't staying out of bounds. It was absurd.
Who should I DM, you think?
No. Are there any other college basketball guys?
No.
There's a guy that always posts in like other people's stuff that he does a podcast. Find him.
Joining us right now is Fan Arter. How you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Than, how you doing?
I'm good, guys. How you guys doing?
You sound kind of echoey, Than. Why is that?
This is so dumb. I mean, that's what we come to, you know?
It's all about the entertainment.
Yep. It's been an hour of this already. Come on, Elon. Wake up. Team of Destiny.
I think you overestimated the amount of people that don't really care about these games.
I definitely did do that a little bit, yeah. I just figured people would want to come talk about their favorite team. Now, let's get Than back in here. Than, what do you think about the Northeast Conference? You guys need me? Yeah, we'll get Than back on later. Was that echoey when I said that?
No.
Okay, so if I just ask Than a question and then I mute my mic, then we're good, right? You got any questions for Than?
Never heard of her.
All right.
McNeese doesn't even try to shoot a three. You mean people aren't interested in this first round tournament against the 8-9 seed of the Southland Tournament? Come on.
What do you think about this, Than? Than is gone. He left.
He was tired of it too, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, we got the Big East tournament starting tomorrow, 2:00. FS1, Georgetown Marquette. Winner plays Villanova. Then you got Xavier Butler and then Providence DePaul. The best matchup that we're going to see at the Big East tournament in the next 2 days is St. John's Seton Hall. That's a big-time game. Whoever wins that could have an inside track. They would play Villanova likely. And then they could beat Villanova.
You still think St. John's has a chance to win and get to the tournament?
It depends on what happens around them.
I know you're big on them. You loved them.
I mean, they could have an inside track to win the whole Big East tournament.
That's what I'm asking.
It's a chance, yeah. I mean, it depends on who they play. They wouldn't beat UConn, I'll say that. UConn is way too good for that. It's kind of crazy. You think the team that finishes, fourth in the Big East would be a shoo-in, right?
No, the Big East is trash.
Okay.
Oh, what a pass.
They're only going to get about 3 teams in this year. That'll do it for that game. Southeast Louisiana is going to win.
What do we have? That dunk cover the spread?
We had McNeese minus 1.5.
Oh, that dunk killed us.
It was minus 1.5.
Oh. Never mind.
RIP McNeese State.
How is McNeese the favorite?
I don't know. I just picked them because I knew who they were. I'm going to update my
24
brackets.
seconds left. It's not over. We can tie this thing.
It is March, so anything can happen.
That's right. Why is Stan just looking at your ceiling like that? That's weird.
He's gone.
0.8 seconds.
Long Beach won by 22.
Pretty good.
Oh, I thought that was going to go in.
Dab it up, dab it up.
That was a great draw up by that coach.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, just got a guy wide open at the hoop.
Brad Underwood couldn't do that.
Yeah. He had one good game with one good blob game, and then it was trash. Now it's been trash again.
So now we're going to see Long Beach State and UC Santa Barbara on Thursday. Apparently the dog is a big fan of that matchup. So Cleveland State is doing the thing. So that's good for them.
Oh, man. That sandwich was good.
Big second half here. Mount St. Mary's Bryant. Lock it in here, folks. Buckle up.
It's go time.
Can Mount St. Mary's hold on to the lead? As I bend down and tried to make sure that everyone could hear me. I'm going to take a shot at one more guest here when I get back.
You leaving?
I'm going to go throw something away, obviously, like a professional.
See you, friend.
So let's see. We got nothing starting right now except for Southern Miss and Rice, which is what I'll switch to here. So,
pretty good game coming up.
all right. You know what? Any game is a good game. That's my logic this year.
Okay.
And it should be yours too, damn it. I mean, we didn't even have this last year. You're taking it for granted, bro.
These games would have been played last year. What do you mean?
Oh my God, I'll be back. Hey, it should be your turn to DM somebody. You should do that.
I don't know any basketball people.
Can't hear you.
Good. Dang, how loud is that guy thumping up the stairs? My dog's ridiculous. What is my kid doing? I gotta go let my dog in, guys. Be right back.
So he leaves when I leave, huh, folks? What an exciting hangout stream. Difference is I kept my mic hot the entire time I was gone.
My dogs were acting stupid. I DM'd John Rothstein, and he said,
his DMs open.
he said, "You peons mean nothing to me." Kind of a jerk thing to say.
I don't know why you would say that about Rothstein.
And I said, "All right, buddy, here comes the pain." That's what I told him.
If anybody was watching this right now, that would be a bad look for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure it would.
Let me see if I can find someone for you to DM.
I'm really worried about my look.
Let's see. Who's someone who covers college basketball that might be interested in joining us?
Cleveland State really running away with it these days.
Yeah, I figured this game would kind of be like this. Now, Drexel Elon's a 7-point game. Drexel up and with the ball. There's a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound. Elon. That should be a foul. How is that not a foul? How is that not a foul on Drexel? Wait till you see this play.
They just got it across half court.
After they missed the mid-range jumper, look at the rebound. How is that not a foul on Drexel?
Still waiting.
That's a bump right in front of the ref. They usually call it. Look at that.
Yeah, this is the CAA, bro. They don't call that stuff.
Look at the replay they just showed. I mean, come on. You want to get bracket? You want to DM bracket Dom?
Who's that?
Your go-to source for reliable, unbiased NCAA tournament projections. Follow for bracket analysis and updates. Got questions about your team? Question mark. DMs are open.
This guy?
Yeah, DM him. Hit him up. Even though me and him follow each other, so it'd be kind of weird if I didn't DM him, but tell him he doesn't have to join with a camera. We'll just send him the link. And tell him, put my ad in there so he knows that I'm in there. See if he wants to talk some brackets for a little bit. I feel like he comments on a lot of posts, so I feel like he's, willing to discuss stuff. He is Illinois' 1 seed right now. His last 4 in are Drake, Colorado State, Boise State, and Xavier. He has Syracuse in the first 4 outlines, so he's got them pretty close.
Do I need to go follow him now? Jesus. Like, hey, I just DM'd you. Don't even follow you.
Does Linardi have his DMs open?
Who cares?
Well, we've been doing this for an hour. We haven't really been talking about actual basketball, so let's, go back to that. Also, that Mike Schrage guy, the coach for Elon, that picture they showed of him at Duke like 18 years ago, he looks like 40 years older now than he did then. Yeah, it's true. So we got Manhattan and Fairfield. Fairfield with 14 points in the first half. They're down by 9, 40 seconds to go. You got Rice and Southern Miss. All these games today in these lower conferences, it's very noticeable how they don't score points. It's 10-4 Rice over Southern Miss right now with 13 to play. 51-35 Cleveland State. 38-31 as Damian Chong-Kui has 13 points from Mount St. Mary's. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Bryant trying to stop the bleeding down 7. You got Drexel up 7 on Elon, 13-20 to play. A big bet on B&G today, $20 between Gio and Jerry. Gio with Elon, Jerry with Drexel. So we'll see how that goes for them. Yeah. I bet you didn't even understand what I just said, but I said it.
I have no idea what you just said.
That ball went out of bounds. I mean, these officials are terrible. That guy's looking right at everything and not saying anything. Did he respond to the DM yet?
Nope.
When's the last time he tweeted? 1 hour ago. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can find anybody. I'll DM somebody. I'll just say right now, if we can't get one guest on tonight, our show sucks. That's a joke, everybody. Everybody can calm down. You got any comments about the current action?
Drexel's looking pretty good. I don't think Alon is going to do very well.
They've been stuck on 36 points forever.
Bryant's trying to make a comeback, 38-35, and 10-10 in the Rice Southern Miss game. So
yeah, Bryant, Peter Kiss is a hell of a player. He's got a double-double already in this game with 15 to play. 12 points, 10 assists for Bryant. 12 points, 10 rebounds, what I meant to say.
I think my dog's hungry, but he's on a strict diet these days.
3-ball Mount St. Mary's, no good, but a foul on the 3. Oh, boy. Now a 9-point lead for Drexel. Elon is struggling to score points. And, man, I thought they were a team of destiny, but it's not looking too fresh right now for them.
Cleveland State about ready to just put a thwomping on Oakland.
I mean,
it's almost thwomping time.
Oakland's better than 12-17, but Cleveland State's just a lot better. I tweeted last night, after 2 close games, Cleveland State's due to just cruise in the championship game. They're not really cruising. I mean, it's only 12. And
Drexel
Oakland,
up 9 now. Your team of destiny is not looking very well.
It's 7 now.
7 now. This number 11's really good. What's his name? Look him up.
It's Jarquevius Simmons.
What's he average a game?
I can find this information very quickly.
Okay. Well, you knew his name very quickly. Like you were like best friends with him. Maybe like you followed him on Twitter or something.
I made up his name. I made up the name. It's Ikena Indugbois. He averages. It doesn't say. Why does Kim Pom give me all these numbers, but not like their actual just averages?
Sounds very Ken Palmish.
Okay, we're talking about Elon, right?
Yep.
So you know what's funny about him? He averages 9 points and 5 rebounds.
Really? How many does he have this game? He's got to have 15.
8. He's got 8.
Really?
Are we talking about the same game?
Yeah. Like every time I see him, he's to the basket. I got to go get my dog some food.
I thought you said it was a strict diet. All right, folks. So right now, every game is at commercial break. And I'll give you an update in the ACC. Wake Forest, 10-point lead over Notre Dame, 52-42. The other 5 games, Bryant 3-point lead or 3-point deficit against Mount St. Mary's, 15 to play in the second half in the Northeast Conference Championship. You have Oakland and Cleveland State in the Horizon Championship, 51-39. Cleveland State leading 11-24 to play. Elon and Drexel in the Colonial Athletic Championship, 45-38. Drexel leading with 11 minutes to go. Manhattan and Fairfield, the half first round of the MAAC conference tournament, 25-16 Manhattan leading. And then you got the Southern Miss Rice game in the conference that I'm forgetting about, 10-10, 11 to play in that game. So there's your scores update. Stay tuned for more. So, boom. Nailed it. Woo! Ba-boom. I gotta send a DM real quick. Not on Twitter, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Get her all blue up in here.
You get a response yet?
Nope.
Well, it's gonna be awkward whenever he answers when we're done and says, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to."
True that.
7-point lead for Drexel. They just threw it away. Elon steals it. Off they go. 10-point lead for Mount St. Mary's now. Nana Opoku with 10 points, 5 boards, and 4 blocks for Mount St. Mary's. What I was going to say, oh my God, what is that pass? Jesus. No wonder they're a 10-8 team in the CAA. Ikena and Dugba from Elon, number 11 you were talking about. He actually played 4 years at Bryant before
Really?
going to Elon, yeah. He averaged 13 points a game his sophomore year there. So, big upgrade going from the neck to the CAA. Not the NCAA, the CAA. Boom. Reverse land, no good. Elon rebound, and off to the races they go. Charles Pride is having a great game for Bryant. 17 points, 5 for 7 from 3, but they're still down by 7. He hit his first 2 threes, too. He came out with 6 points right away. Oh, man, what a finish. With the left hand for your boy in Dugba. What a finish.
In Dugba.
Yeah, I think something that should be noted is that Wake Forest is up 14 on Notre Dame with 15 to go in the second half.
Notre Dame's bad.
But Wake Forest is worse. Wake Forest is worse on KenPom than Boston College is.
That's interesting.
The only reason I took Wake Forest to cover the 8 points was because Notre Dame is coming off a big win, and that equals letdown city.
Letdown city.
And it'll have an opposite effect on Florida State because I picked them to win the ACC tournament, and I believe you did too. Drexel is killing themselves. I mean, they're losing the ball left and right. That did not go out of bounds. That ref is lying.
That's good, though, right? That's what you want.
What do I
You
want?
want the team of the future. I mean, team of destiny.
Elon, yeah. They're down 5 right now. They say that ball went out of bounds or his hand was out of bounds.
I'm not really sure
Yeah, it did.
what you're
It did
talking
go out.
about.
That did go out. That's Drexel ball. I just saw a tweet from CBB Talk on Twitter
Is
that
that
says
TV Teddy doing that game? Your boy?
I don't think so.
Oh.
This tweet says, how many Northeast Conference games do you think Dan Dockett just watched this year? Because he's doing the Mount St. Mary's Bryant game. How many games do you think he's watched in the Northeast?
0.
Yeah. Sean Paul responded to that tweet, said -3. So he's watched less than a game. Any response?
Nothing yet, sir. Nothing
I'm
yet.
getting the sense that you didn't even DM him.
I did. That's why I wrote him. I'll show you.
I think it is TV Teddy doing that game. I think you were right.
There you
If
go.
so, congrats.
That's what I wrote him.
Yeah, I'll check in a sec here. He's not going to answer that. He's going to big time us. It is TV Teddy during the game, I believe.
I know the back of TV Teddy's head anywhere.
So they're literally ruining a great underdog matchup between two colonial teams by having him do it.
Does the check mark mean he read it, or does that just mean it's sent?
Is the check mark gray or blue?
It's gray.
That means it was sent. If it's blue, that means you read it.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I don't know. You know, I really want to try to get at least one guest on, but seems that might be a long shot. Since 37:30, we could at least watch probably a little bit of the Gonzaga game, just to get a feel for how that game's going to go. I'll send somebody a DM.
Let's see if I can find this podcast that always posts on Rothstein stuff.
You're going to give him a platform? Are you insane?
This platform with 2 viewers? Sure. The heck?
I'm trying to find someone to, DM. Should I give Kevin James a DM, see if he wants to come on?
The actor?
Yeah. Theo Vaughn has open DMs. You want to get him on here?
Sure, maybe he can tell us a joke.
Okay. You don't think Linardi would come on?
Oh, he's stuck in the bunker, I believe.
What about Jeff Goodman? He's got open DMs. I feel like he would probably come on.
I don't know.
But I don't really want to DM him. Looks like Mount St. Mary's is pouring it on a little bit here. And Drexel's up by 7. And Cleveland State's up by 15. 0 points off of turnovers for Oakland in this game. Drexel,
9-point game and 1 action. Like 97 things streaming right now. Oh. Guess I'm not gonna be able to watch the Mount Pulaski girls game.
8 under at the 8 under for Elon Drexel. 7-point lead for Drexel.
Airball.
Yeah, it would have been a killer 3 if you made that.
What the heck is running an ad? Jeez Louise. That crap out of here.
You want to play a fun game?
Sure.
I'm trying to think of something. I don't know.
Why does Comcast want to be loud every time it comes in?
Why does Comcast not want to make a deal with the ACC network to not screw us over?
True.
How much do you think it costs to buy the rights of the Northeast Championship game for ESPN?
$75.
That's so far. Wonder if Paramount Plus is going to have conference tournament games next year. Because, like, there's CBS. So, like, if CBS wanted to do what ESPN does, which is put games on ESPN Plus, you put games on Paramount Plus. I'm surprised NBC didn't put, like, the first round of the A10 tournament on Peacock. Honestly.
Here we
That's
go.
where
How
we're
about
at these days.
bracketology with Dan? Let's see if Dan wants to come on.
What's his Twitter at?
Bracketology Hub. It's got 30 followers.
Is he actually okay?
Come
on.
What about NJ Bracketology? He's got 13 followers.
You have to stop.
I mean, nah, bro. I'm literally logged in.
I mean, bracketology with Dan seems like a serious dude, so you should probably DM him. DM Dan.
I don't know who that is.
DM him. We're desperate. Get him on the program. I'm not joking either. I don't care how many followers he has. It's going to be the opportunity of a lifetime for him to join a stream with one viewer. I hope he doesn't have any past allegations against him like most of our get. No, I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to. Woo! I caught myself there. Let's see if Elon or Drexel or Elon or Bryant can get back into these games. That's what we're going to have to do. Three for Drexel. That is big. 10-point lead. Elon's running a weave, and that's not going to work. Oh, boy. You hit that way too hard, bro. Now we got Mount St. Mary's with the basketball. Turnover. Bryant in transition. That's a charge. Yep, they're going to call that every single time. Oh, what a pass. That is huge. 8-point game, 5:50 to play. Eight-point leads for Drexel and Mount St. Mary's. Six-point game, Elon down. Mount St. Mary's up 8. Points in the paint, 32-20 for Elon. It's pretty good.
I'm back.
Any responses? Did you DM Dan?
Dan who? Oh,
Dan, the bracketology guy.
Dan?
Get him in. Let's go.
Oh, I lost him.
That's how desperate we are.
I lost it. How about Bub's bracketology?
I want Dan in.
Bub has 134.
Don't care. Give me Dan.
I don't know where he went. He disappeared.
Notre Dame is down 10 with 9 minutes to go. Elon cutting it to 6. Bryant down 7. Oh, man. Here we go. Elon, big possession here. There's your boy Ndumga, whatever the hell his name is. Oh, they're going to call the travel. That is brutal. A Curbelo travel is called. Brutal.
How about Steelers in at? The Steelers in at. The Steelers in at? What?
Can you get Dan in?
Steel City. I lost him.
It's Bracketology Hub.
Oh, God.
Oh, what a cut. An elite cut for Drexel puts him back up 8. 6-point game. You have basically nearly identical scores here. Mount St. Mary's up 54-48, 8 minutes to go. Drexel up 56-48, 3:50 to go. Here's a corner 3. No, he's not even going to take that. And Dungbo almost loses the ball.
Oh, looks like
Gets it
DMs
back.
aren't even open.
Oh, my God. He's got 30 followers, no open DMs.
Do
You
you
get a
think I have
response
to
from
follow
Dom?
him first?
No, just don't even worry about Dan. He's. Ooh, I think Drexel's in a good spot here. And Bryant with a huge and 1 4-point game. Here they come. Notre Dame's cut it to 6, by the way. Notre Dame's shooting 52%
What
from the
about
field, yet
this
they're down
guy?
6. What?
Check out this guy.
Are we vetting people?
He's got DMs open, though.
At the Steelers. What is it? At the
Steeler Nat? Steelers Nat?
Seriously?
What?
This guy thinks it's the Olympics and Ninja Warrior fight. Oh, F no.
Okay.
How about
Bracket Yard?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, their DMs aren't open. Never mind. How about Eric Blom? Mizzou Athletics.
What about Connor Hope?
I don't know who that is.
Guy that I follow on Twitter, I think. I sent the thing. "12-point lead for Cleveland State. Coming up in 20 minutes, by the way, we have Gonzaga, BYU, Cal Poly, Cal State Fullerton, Oral Roberts, North Dakota State, and Houston Baptist versus UIW, which I don't know who that even is.
He just tweeted out, did they just call Ted Valentine a terrific official?
Does he have open DMs?
He does.
He follows me on Twitter, so make sure you include my @
Yeah, I'm just going to put the same thing that I put the other guy.
Well, you should also include that he doesn't have to have a camera on if he wants. We'll just send him a StreamYard link because not everyone knows what StreamYard is. And also,
You're fucking needy.
You're playing with watch it. We got to dump that. We're on the radio. Dump that. You're playing with house money on these DMs. I mean, these people all know me, so if I get all weird up on their DMs, then that'll ruin my reputation. But you're not big into the hoops on Twitter. You're like, you don't tweet. Elon is playing super hard. Either way, this is
a camera and
just say you don't. You can have a camera. You don't have to.
Even use your phone.
We'll send you the link.
We can send you.
We will send you the link. We can't. It's not that we can. We will.
We Will send
you
you
go.
the link.
11-3 run for Bryant. 54-51. Drexel still up 8. Elon needs a bucket here. Under 3 minutes to go to the rim. Blocked by your boy number 11. And that is going to damn near do it. I mean, there's still 2:40 left, and there's a run out for Bryant. They're down 1. Here come the Bulldogs, folks. They're pressing too. Mount St. Mary's doing what they did against Wagner, which is having a lead for nearly the entirety of the game and then falling apart. I don't think the Condorian does bracketology, but he does write for Heat Check.
Condorian. Kaka.
12-point lead for Wake Forest on Notre Dame with 7 minutes to go. Like, Notre Dame shooting 51% from the field, and they're down 12. Like, how does that happen?
Really disappointed with this Alon.
Team of Destiny, they were. Now they are not.
Destiny no more. Drexel
Brutal.
putting her on.
All right.
Moving on. Putting her on. Not even going to cover. They're going to give us a loss. You loved them so much. Pretty sure I even said nope to this one. And you wrote back, Team of Destiny.
It's 3.5. They were 3.5 dogs. They could still cover that.
Nope. Their best player just broke his ankle.
And there's an and 1. We're back.
What do you mean there's an and 1?
In Dugbo with an and 1.
Just got the ball in.
And 1. You get any responses yet?
Nope.
Did you put my name in there?
I showed you what I put. Why would I have to put why don't you send it to him if I need to put your name in it?
Because I don't want to ruin any like relationships.
By asking him to come on a show? How would that
Yes.
ruin a relationship?
Plus, I really don't like DMing people that I don't know that well anyway. So I figured you don't really care.
But you want me to?
A big part of your actual job is talking to people.
True.
And like really difficult because you're not talking to people when they're like normal.
Happy. Jovial.
He missed the and 1. I mean, come on, man.
No, he didn't. Best player in college basketball, this guy.
Mount St. Mary's is only up 2 now. They have a free throw coming up with 6:30 to go.
That's
This
good.
one's getting close.
Come on, Bryant. You can't let the 4 seed beat you. Come on.
Oh, offensive rebound. How do you let that happen, Elon?
Oh, how do you keep ruining the game for me?
You do that all the time. I'll be back in a minute. I need you to entertain the folks. Here's also what we're going to do. Check this one out.
Oh, offensive rebound. How do you let that? That wasn't a foul. Trash call. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing tonight? Looks like we got one viewer. It's probably John. How you doing tonight, John? I wish you could see who was watching. That'd be a lot better. But Cleveland stayed up 10 with 3:20 left. It looks like Bryant is down 3 with 6 minutes, and Drexel is up 6 with 1:06 shooting free throws on my screen. So it's probably under a minute now. But what do I know? Rice was up. I turned that game off because who cares about a preliminary game and the Rice game? Who cares that much? The big game. The game that matters is coming up in 15 minutes. Gonzaga. Can they pull it off? Oh, we got a comment from a viewer. Hey, says Ethan Carter. How you doing, buddy? Hope it's going well. Thanks for stopping by. Elon just hit a 3. It is now a 4-point game. 56.8 seconds left. Timeout. Bryant needs a bucket here, I think. They're down 5. Don't want to let it get away. Big offensive rebound by Bryant to go within 3. What channel? The picture is me in a golf cart at Edgewood. Get any responses yet? I have not. Not even reading it. They don't even care. Let me search for more bracketological people. Interesting. Can't show that. DMCBB Superfan. CBB Super. Oh, got a notification. Sure, what time are you thinking? Connor just said. He's now following me. I better follow him. Sheesh. You better get back down. You better get back on the show, bro. You come down and talk to me. Get in your basement and talk to me. My check mark's orange, by the way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Why are you showing those?
I asterisked it.
He gave me an awesome.
Did you say now?
I said, when are you available? And he said, I can do whatever. And I said, okay, let me check with Ethan and I will get back in touch. Thanks.
Elon Onions. Just kidding. They missed a 3. Big Onions opportunity, but they squandered it. Yeah. Not St. Mary's looks good. I already know the first question I'm going to ask him.
That's good. You better come up with more because I got nothing for this guy. I'm just going to be here. Yeah, maybe you two can just talk.
You can't think of like just random questions like Big Ten stuff, maybe?
This isn't what I was getting into. This is not what I thought I was getting into.
Okay, he just had an article from today that was a Big Ten preview post. Of course, you had to subscribe to see it. So $6.
Free stuff.
It's
no
fine.
premiums.
It doesn't
Then we
matter.
get Ked Price on it. What's his name?
We're not going to go into that. So Notre Dame is down 6 with 4 to go against Wake Forest. Not that that matters. Not like Notre Dame's a tournament team, but we did have Wake Forest plus the 8.
Got me a follow. Look at me. Oh, people must know he's coming. We got more viewers. What
He
happened?
probably joined to check it out.
Yeah, now he's like, never mind.
Because I said the subscription thing. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with it. I was just saying you have to do that.
How would he have found it? Oh, I guess
Bracket Dom just tweeted, by the way.
Well, that's good. I didn't even write
Can
it.
you respond?
Oh, nope. He didn't respond. He didn't even read it.
Are you gonna send? Did you send him the link?
No, I don't know how to do that.
Just press invite and then send the link.
Invite. Copy to clipboard.
My first question is going to be about, out of all the automatic tickets that have been punched, who is the most likely team to make a Cinderella run out of Liberty, Winthrop, Morehead State, Appalachian State, Georgia State? No, Georgia State is not one. What am I saying? So it looks like Cleveland State is about to punch their ticket. So that'll be the bid out of the horizon. That will conclude the Horizon tournament. 80-67 lead for the Cleveland State squad. So congrats to Cleveland State. They were quite a disastrous program for a while. And, now they're back. What can you say? They are back, folks. And better than ever. And you can just take Elon Drexel off the board. Looks like Drexel is going to be able to hold on and win that one. But we still have things happening in Bryant Mount St. Mary's. That is a 10-point game, 2:58 to go. It's not over because Bryant's still a very talented team. But how about Drexel punching their ticket to the NCAA tournament? Pretty good. Pretty impressive. Drexel in, Cleveland State in. Hell of a win for Drexel. The Drexel Dragons. How about that? You can welcome Drexel to the field of 68. They've done it.
This is my favorite part when they're all crying.
Okay. Drexel has nice uniforms for being a Colonial athletic team.
It's like Mount St. Mary's going to pull this off, huh? It's disappointing.
Yep.
All right.
Why is Drexel fouling up 10? Or why is Elon fouling down 10 with a second left?
Because you want to play till the end, bro. What do you mean? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, but come on. I want to write down the final score and be done with it.
He wasn't fouling. They're trying to get a jump. That was a jump ball. Okay. They weren't fouling, see? TV Teddy knows what's up.
Drexel has done it with a garbage time 3. Still didn't cover the number. And Cleveland State has punched their ticket. They're going
hop on right after the Drexel game, he said.
Yeah, it's over.
There you go.
I'll just say this right now. Cleveland State was in the dumper a couple years ago. And now they're the champions of the Horizon League. How about that?
We are the champions.
That's why we watch in March, man. That's why we do it.
We are the champions.
Situations just like this.
No time for
All right.
Elon. Oh, no time for who'd they play?
Jesus. So we are
I mean, I didn't know this was going to be a professional stream, though. So
Notre Dame and Wake Forest are tied with a minute 54
I know
left.
we're going to have professional people on our stream.
Check this out. 75-75.
You're wearing a
76-75.
headband. I'm drinking flavored water.
A 13-3 Notre Dame run. They're up 1 with a minute 54 left. Wake Forest sucks. I know we just need to cover the number.
Oh, it's 8, isn't it? We'll be fine.
14 nothing run. 77-75 Notre Dame. Yeah, so there you go with that. Cleveland State celebrating like they just won the national championship. I mean, chill out. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
It's a joke.
This is their national championship. Getting to the tournament is some of these teams.
Especially that program sucked a couple years ago. Like they were bad. They were brutal.
Oh.
I'm just going to put hockey on the TV now because there's only a few games going on.
It's only 2, right?
Well,
just let me know when you're ready and I can hop on.
Manhattan Fairfield's no good. Not interested in that. Mount St. Mary's Bryant, 7-point game, 2 to play. Rice, Southern Miss. I mean, come on. You want me to ask the first question? 77-77, 42 seconds left. Wake Forest, Notre Dame tied.
You can ask him every question.
You're not going to ask any? How long should we keep him on for? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Not very long. I mean, he probably wants to watch the Gonzaga BYU game.
When does that tip off?
It's after this Bryant game, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it's actually after the Cleveland State game because it's ESPN.
Oh, well, whichever one's on ESPN.
They showed a timer. I didn't catch it. So, boom.
Boom.
What the hell's on ESPN 3 here?
What's his team? The Zags? Is he a Zags guy?
I have no idea. Maybe he doesn't root for anybody.
Well, he wrote "Let's go Zags" 4 hours ago.
Maybe that's because everybody's hating on them, so gotta step up. Notre Dame just won by 3. Buzzer beater 3. So Wake Forest covers the number. So we're good on that. He is on, so I'll put him on in a sec.
Syracuse fan?
What are you doing? Give me a
I'm
sec.
just asking. That looks like a Syracuse hat. Can he hear us? We just can't hear him. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I don't know.
He just gave us a thumbs up.
Okay, so Notre Dame just beat Wake Forest at the buzzer. So we'll discuss that in a sec. I'm glad we didn't get to see that because of ACC Network. So now we're going to throw them on, and I got to make a tweet. Hang on.
Real professional. Sheesh.
I'm very professional. I mean, come on. Rothstein, who probably didn't even watch that entire game, just tweeted about it. Why am I taking shots at him? There's no point. All right. We'll put him on. Connor joins us now. How you doing?
Doing well, and it's never a bad time to take shots at Ross State.
Hey, that's my guy. I like that. Okay.
And to answer your question, my sister's a Syracuse grad. So.
Okay, I got you. Well, I saw you put go Zag, so I didn't know if you were a Gonzaga
Oh yeah, I'm a
fan.
Zag grad. I was watching the women's game earlier, which was insane.
Nice. Well, we
I
won't
don't
keep you
know
long then. I'm sure you
how they won that game, but no, it's fine. I've got time.
So
I want, since you are in on Gonzaga, okay, I want to know what you think about all these stupid ass narratives that we've been seeing for way too long about how they don't play anybody and the West Coast Conference sucks. I mean, I had a whole rant about it yesterday. I thought people would have taken notice of it and then, shut up about it. But then this Bob guy from Michigan's now talking about it, how Illinois, Michigan, and Iowa would go undefeated if they're in the West Coast. What do you think about that?
I mean, I understand the concern. And I understand what they're saying, because there is a case that teams where iron sharpens iron will play at or above their capabilities. We've seen it with UConn twice, going from the 7th seed and winning the NCAA tournament. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of these teams that do go deep from these big conferences are just good. And if you're a good team, with the exception of Gonzaga or maybe, Memphis when they had Rose or Butler, those 2 years that went deep. If you're a good team, a lot of the time you're just in conferences that have good teams. But I mean, if you watch, and that's why I said the other day, like if you watch Gonzaga, there is no argument that they are overrated that has anything to do with the way they play.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because, okay, you'd go undefeated. Like, I agree. Michigan, Illinois, Baylor all probably go undefeated through the WCC. Do I think they do it with the margins consistently that Gonzaga does it with? Gonzaga sleepwalks through first halves in the WCC and still wins by 20. Yeah. So, I just think that when it comes down to it, there's 4 or 5 teams in the country that I could see winning the national championship. Gonzaga is definitely at the top of that list. Baylor, Illinois, Michigan are all right there. Iowa, if they can get everyone outside of Jack Nungy healthy, is probably right there as well. But I just don't understand where people are coming from, because if you watch Gonzaga play, it's not like they're, just winning these games in the WCC. They are absolutely dominating these games, and they're dominating games. They dropped 79 last night and had 5 or 6 5 players in double figures against a top 15 defense in the country. They have been up by 20 plus points on a top 25 team per KenPom in the country twice going into the last 5 minutes, and then obviously brought their bench in and ended up winning by like 13,
11,
17 or whatever.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people that say that are people that haven't watched Gonzaga, and they haven't seen how good they are and cohesive they are as a team. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, Ethan has been on all over people, because we're from Illinois, and so Central Illinois people are like, oh, Gonzaga wouldn't stand a chance in the Big Ten. That's a terrible narrative. But speaking of the Big Ten, I know you just mentioned Illinois and Michigan. Who do you think out of the Big Ten has a better shot of making a deeper run?
I like Illinois to make the deepest run. And I've been on that train for most of the season. I know earlier in the season I said that I thought Illinois was the best team, but Iowa, given what they had the chance to make the deepest run, and I believed that up until about a week and a half ago, whenever Jack Nungy got hurt. If you put Garza into foul trouble, Fran McCaffrey's going to have to do one of two things. He's either going to have to get off his high horse and actually play a star player with 2 fouls in the first half, or he's going to have to figure out how to use 2 smaller forwards to make up that gap. But Illinois has the best 1-2 punch, at least in terms of a big man and a backcourt player in the country. And I don't think there's any doubt to that. They're probably on a similar level to Michigan. They're right neck and neck right there. The difference is that Io are also arguably the best closer in the country. And so if they get into trouble or they get into close games, which I think both those teams probably will sometime during the second weekend, I trust Illinois to kind of get over that hump a little bit more, just given the fact that they do have Io DeSumo, who is the best end of game player in the country.
Yeah.
I think I want to say one more thing about Gonzaga, just to kind of, get that out of the way. Gonzaga won by 23 last night in a game where the Conference Player of the Year was 0 for 5 from 3. And that is what Kispert can do. I mean, he can do a lot of other things. He still had 14 points, but he's one of the best three-point shooters in the country, I think. He's 6'7". He's athletic. He looks more athletic, or he is more athletic than he looks. And I know Gonzaga is only up 1 right now, 2 minutes in. I think we got to hit the panic button there. But, let's go. I want to ask you about the teams that have punched their tickets so far. And we'll leave Loyola Chicago out of this because I think they are much better than anybody else that's punched their ticket so far. So if we're going to count the teams that have done it tonight, Drexel and Cleveland State, I don't really think they'll be that much of a part of this answer. But out of Liberty, out of the Atlantic Sun, Winthrop out of the Big South, Morehead State out of the Ohio Valley, and then UNC Greensboro out of the SoCon, and then you have Appalachian State out of the Sun Belt, all the teams that have punched their tickets. Who do you think has the best chance of making that Cinderella-like run out of all of those teams?
I think it's Winthrop. I think Isaiah Miller for UNC Greensboro has the capability to get a win. And so I think Winthrop or UNCG could win a game in March or in the NCAA tournament. But that Winthrop offense, man, I mean, when they explode, they just go off. And if I'm looking at a team that could potentially make a second weekend run, which is where you start to get into that kind of Cinderella run territory, there's very few mid-majors this year that outside of the obvious Mountain West A10, if we're going to count those, that could make that run. But Winthrop's definitely up there because if you're not having a good offensive game, I mean, they can just pound you into the ground. UNCG obviously relies a little bit more on low scoring games. But I think Winthrop can light up a scoreboard just as bad as well as any kind of mid-level power conference team in the country.
I mean, Vaudrin is a great player, and he only had like 10 points in that game against Campbell, and he still affected the game in so many ways. So, yeah, I agree. I love that offensive Winthrop. I really do like UNC Greensboro for sure with Miller there. But a team that I think needs to be in the tournament is one that's about to play, or I guess they've started now, Oral Roberts. We need to see them in there. You got the leading scorer in the country on that team. I think they're the best team in the Summit. I mean, I think that they, even as the 4 seed in that tournament, I still think they're the best team. What do you think about that game? I guess it started now, Oral Roberts and North Dakota State.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and especially since they've kind of come on late. Look, the Summit League winner is always going to be a team that's stuck somewhere in that 15, 16 line. But they always seem to give seed a good run. They might not win a game, but they'll give a good run. They'll put on a good show, and it won't feel like it's as big a mismatch. Especially if you have a team like Oral Roberts with the scoring that they have, just going out there. They might lose by 25 in the NCAA tournament, but at least it won't feel like it was, kind of in vain. Like, I feel like if Oral Roberts goes out there and they play Gonzaga or they play Michigan or Illinois, they will certainly look like they belong as one of those low major teams without really, I guess, embarrassing themselves.
You got anything, Tyler? I'm trying to formulate questions in my head.
Yeah, no, you're good. Out of the Pac-12, Ethan is really big on Oregon, and I think USC is probably the better team out there. What team do you think in the Pac-12 has a chance to make a deep run?
I go back and forth on this all the time.
Okay.
I think the team that has the best chance at making the deepest run is probably USC. They just have a ton of talent, and when you have a guy like Evan Mobley on your roster, it's going to be really difficult to score inside, and all you really need at that point is someone like Tajiri to kind of start lighting it up from deep, and you're set. I think I trust Oregon to win a game or two more than I trust USC. Dana Altman's the best coach in the Pac-12, and I don't think we should really question that anymore. And they have a ton of not only good players but experienced players too. And so that's going to help them as they get into the tournament. I don't think I would take any Pac-12 player beyond the Sweet 16, and I probably won't take any of them into the Sweet 16. Sure. But if you're looking, if you're saying, well, I think a Pac-12 team can make a deep run, those are the only two teams I would even consider. I know Colorado gets all the love from the metrics and stuff, and they have one of the best pure point guards in the country in McKinley Wright, but they win a lot based on toughness, and I think they're going to run into a really good team in that second round and probably get bounced. Especially, they could get bounced in the first round, but I think that second round is where their kind of ceiling lies.
Okay.
I've been on the Colorado is overrated train for a few weeks. I agree with you on Oregon. And the thing about Oregon is, like, it took them a while to get ramped up. They had some issues, whether it was injury or COVID related. They lost to Missouri their first game of the season, but they've really started to come on. I mean, they've won. I mean, they were 10-4, or I guess 9-4, 4-3 in the Pac-12. They finished the year 19-5 overall, 14-4 in the Pac-12. And the thing that I like about them, you have guys that are just now gelling, and they're starting to play better together because you have newcomers there. LJ Figueroa is a guy that has been great in his college career, and he's starting to get it going. Will Richardson's a guy I thought would be a great guy to replace Peyton Pritchard there. But if we shift gears over to another conference, and I think it's debatable, probably the second best conference in the country. I don't know how you evaluate the Big Ten, the Big 12. Outside of Baylor, who do you like, or who do you trust the most to make that run? Because I feel like Oklahoma State's a team that a lot of people are going to pick to go far because of Cade Cunningham and because of all those guys. Caleb Boone's been tremendous, all the guys they have there. But who do you trust the most out of the Pac or out of the Big 12 to make a run other than Baylor?
I think the team with the highest ceiling is West Virginia. They strike me as almost like an Illinois light in that they have an excellent kind of big guard combo with a lot of pretty solid pieces around them. They've obviously been playing like the second best team in the conference. You can't really count out Kansas, but they haven't done it consistently enough for me to think that they are going to be one of those teams that makes a potential Elite Eight, Final Four run. And as good as Oklahoma State is, and as good as Cade Cunningham is, there's going to be a wall that they hit, I think. And those are really the four teams that I could see making kind of a deep second weekend run, Sweet 16, Elite Eight. I do think the Big 12 is probably the deepest conference. The top of the Big 10 obviously is better, but you go 7 deep and you're still in top 25, can make the second weekend theoretically territory, which is insanely deep for a conference. And so I just think that if you're going to bet on any team to make an Elite Eight or a Final Four outside of Baylor from that conference, West Virginia, if they can get hot and if Deuce McBride can get hot, is probably the team that I would pick.
I like that.
I've always I think a lot of people are under this school of thought is that like the top 3 in the Big 10 is better than the Big 12, but like you said, like 4 through 7 in each conference, I would take the Big 12 over the other conference. And a team that I like and a team that I picked to win the Big Ten tournament is Purdue. And they've been coming on, and there's so much – like their freshman class has been so good for them. You look at Edie and Ivy, and they have veteran guys there. You have Stefanovic, you have Hunter. So I think Purdue's definitely going to be a top 10 preseason team next year. How do you feel about them going into the Big Ten tournament and then into the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, and to put my biases aside, my brother is a Purdue student.
You guys are all over the place, huh?
I picked them to upset Michigan in the Big Ten tournament. I do have them losing to Illinois, but I agree with you. And I would go as far as to say is they are probably the most underappreciated potential for top 4 seed line, so top 16 team in the country. Nobody is talking about them right now. And it seems like that's Purdue's MO every year. Matt Painter gets this team that looks kind of rough at the beginning of the year. They enter Big Ten play, have a couple of rough patches here or there, and then end up a top 3-4 team in the conference with the potential to be, a Sweet 16 Elite 8 team, and nobody knows, which is, I wouldn't say unfair, but it's unusual for a team out of one of kind of those T3 conferences, the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the ACC, to be that good without getting any of that recognition. But Purdue's definitely a tough team, and they can do damage in the Big Ten tournament. They can do damage in the NCAA tournament, especially since their travel compared to a lot of these teams and conferences is it's not going to be that big. They're playing in their home state. They are probably going to be the only power conference team from their home state in the NCAA tournament. So they'll be a fun team to watch, and they can dominate almost any team down low that they want between Williams and Edie. So as long as their guards can step up, they could win the Big Ten tournament, and they could definitely be a deep second weekend team.
Yeah, the thing with them is like they have juniors that play really well, and their freshmen they've had 4 freshmen who've really played well for them. You have Gillis, Edie, Ivy, and Newman. And then you look at the juniors, Stefanovic, Hunter, and Williams. I mean, it's just a really good team. Now, let me ask you this one. Where are you at on the National Player of the Year debate in terms of who you think is going to win? Like, I think – here's how I look at it. I think someone posted this a while ago. I don't even know who at this point, so shout out to whoever posted this. But, like, the narrative is like Garza deserved to win last year but didn't, which I don't know if I agree with that 100%. But then he doesn't deserve to win this year, and he will win. What do you think about that?
I was an Obi Toppin guy last year. I think, anytime you get someone who has, that kind of team where you're traditionally not going to have a player of the year candidate, even if they are really good and they put themselves on the map, there's something there that you need to dig into. And if you dug into it a lot, to me, it was pretty clear that Obi Toppin deserved it. This year, I don't know how you don't go with Garza. We've heard a couple of names pop up. I was on the Corey Kispert train pretty early, but then Drew Timme took over. And so how do you balance a race when Corey Kispert was definitely the top dog on Gonzaga's roster for the first half, and Drew Timme was definitely the top dog for the second half? I don't think it's going to be either of them. Jared Butler does fantastic, but there's been a lot of games where he's kind of taken that step back, been that kind of secondary or tertiary player for Baylor. And you can't really have that if you want to be National Player of the Year. A fantastic player. I think he deserved to be Big 12 Player of the Year over Cade Cunningham, but I don't think Butler, and you kind of get rid of the 2 best players on the 2 best teams argument with that. So for me, it comes down to Ayo and Garza. And I think what's going to hurt Ayo is how well Illinois has played without him.
Yeah.
And
true.
Given that, and given the fact that Garza is still a top 3 scorer in terms of points per game in the country, going through a conference in which you have one team that's no teams outside the top 100 defense, and only 3 teams that are outside the top 50. So he's going through the toughest defensive conference in the country as a big man in a conference that has Kofi Coburn, Hunter Dickinson, Travion Williams, and putting up 23 plus points per game. I mean,
when he went against those guys, did he put up numbers like that? I know
he
when he went up against Kofi, he didn't.
You're not. I mean, and that's why obviously he entered conference play, I think, at 26.
Sure.
But he was still. I mean, he was still obviously the most important player on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Iowa without him, I think Illinois without Io is probably a top 15 team, top 10 team. I don't know if Iowa is a top 25 team without Garza. And I think we've seen that, every time he goes out of games, that is when teams go on their runs against Iowa. Yep. So I just, do I think he's been the best top performer, or do I think he's been the most important player in the country? Probably not. But looking at his stats, looking at the fact that Iowa is a top 5 team still, and then looking at how they perform without him on the floor, the only knock you really have on him is the argument that, he can't stay on the floor sometimes, but that's more of a knock, I think, on Fran being an untrusting coach when it comes to fouls.
Yeah, totally fair.
I think a big part of it is that he kind of controlled the narrative from the beginning of the season too. Like 41 points against Southern, 31 against North Carolina, or 16 against North Carolina, 35 against Western Illinois, 34 against Iowa State. So, and 30 against Gonzaga, even though albeit a lot of those were garbage time points, and Iowa was getting run out of the building in that game for most of it. He hasn't been as good in Big Ten play, which you can't really expect anyway. We knew his numbers were going to drop off, but he's controlled the narrative the whole year. Like he's been the top dog in the race for the entire year. And when you're the top dog in the race, it becomes very hard to get passed up unless you get hurt. So that's another big part of it, I think, for him. And he's only had one really, really bad game. I mean, he's had some bad games like Michigan. He was bad. Michigan State, he was just horrible. Nebraska, he didn't really play very many minutes, and they were killing them, so he didn't have to do very much. But, it's just, like I said, he's controlled the narrative, so that helps. So I want to update the folks out there that are not watching these games all the way. Panic button, Gonzaga down 7, 10:46 to go in the first. It's going to be a bad look for me if they lose. I've been defending them, going to bat for them, dying on hills for them this entire season, and please don't lose.
Yeah.
And to that point, BYU is shooting 63% from three, right. 5 of 8. Like that, is that going to continue? Probably not. And I mean, everything else seems pretty even. It's just, Gonzaga's they're shooting 50% from 3. They're shooting, 3 of 10 from 2-point range. Like that's not going to continue for a full game. So
they got to get Kispert going.
Yep.
Yeah.
One more thing, and then we'll let you go root on your Zags. I don't want to keep you away from them. So Illinois wins at Ohio State. A lot of people said that secured their 1 seed. I went out and celebrated because I thought it secured their 1 seed. Now people are kind of talking, if Iowa wins the Big Ten tournament, if Ohio State wins the Big Ten tournament, do you see that as a possibility to knock them out?
The only team I could see knocking them out is Iowa. But it would require Illinois to not win a game and Iowa to win the Big Ten tournament. I think anything outside of that, Ohio State's just kind of been so bad over the last couple of weeks that I don't think they can salvage it. Theoretically, maybe if they won the Big Ten tournament and Illinois didn't win a game, they could get that 1 seed, but I'm not going to put any stock in them winning the Big Ten tournament, especially since they only get the single bye. Sure. So they'd have to win an additional game.
Right.
But if Illinois wins that first game, which they should do. As
an Illinois fan, I'm gonna knock on wood for that. But
I'll knock for you. If they win 1 game in the Big Ten tournament, I think they secure it without any worry about what happens the rest of the way. So I mean, people are always going to be questioning it. Because right, the narrative has always been there's 3 1 seeds and then whoever gets that 4th one.
Right.
And I think people still want to hold on to the fact that there could be a surprise one seed. It could be a team that earns that 1 seed. But I just don't see it.
And I think Illinois, going on the road and beating Michigan without Io, and then going on the road and beating Ohio State, the way they played down the stretch, I don't see them losing it. But everybody wants to come up with narratives where they could. So
right, exactly.
Your thoughts on it?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we're going to have narratives like that all the time. I mean, we're still going to have Duke narratives.
Yeah.
Until the selection show's over.
Right.
So.
Right. Yep.
And we're going to have pointless updates on ESPN from Linardi saying, well, they're not dead yet. And then the game shuts off. It's a 12-point game right now. BYU's up. They're 6 of 9 from 3. So it's not going to continue. But I just saw former Purdue Boilermaker Matt Harms flopping to the floor and no foul. And he's mad about that. Defensive Player of the Year, by the way, in that conference. Before we let you go, I want to ask one more here. And it is, can you, and I think I know the answer to this, and I don't know if I don't really know how this is going to go. Why is Colgate number 9 in the net? Like, I feel like, isn't it like a metrical thing where they can't, like, what the hell's up with that?
Yeah, no, it's because the only team that they played that played anybody else played 3 really good teams, or not really good teams, but they played 3 respectable teams. Lost their power conference game by 1, I think, and won the other 2 pretty convincingly. So when you only have those 3 games to really connect a pod of 4 teams to the rest of the country, and Colgate runs through those games with 1 loss to that team, it's going to throw all the metrics off. And that's why, the net having Colgate that high is not helping anybody, because it's a win sorting tool. So the most that could happen is you have a team that would probably be that last Q1, last Q2 game team that then gets pushed 1 spot back and becomes that Q1B or Q2 or Q3, which would suck, but it's not the end of the world. Colgate has to win their tournament to get in. So it's just a fun little ripple. And it is the issue with having analytics without having any sort of way to connect a group of teams to the rest of the groups of teams.
Does it show that the net's broken, or is it just because it is a funny year like this?
Yeah, I think it just shows that COVID has kind of thrown a wrench in everything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the RPI, the net is still leaps and bounds better.
Okay.
St. Mary's is a top 40 team in the RPI. I think Army is the top 15, 20 team or something like that in the RPI. So sure. it is kind of, it's messing everything up. But the net needs work, and we've seen it in the past, but I don't think it needs as much work as the Colgate situation is lending.
Reason. Yeah. Gotcha.
You got anything else for him, Tyler?
No, I appreciate you coming on. I know it was just a random DM on a Tuesday night, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, always happy to come on. Thanks for the invite.
You can follow him at Condorian FM on Twitter, and you can read his stuff at heatcheckcbb.com. Connor, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah.
Have a great night, man.
I didn't mean to cut him off. That was my bad.
Just cut him right off.
I did not mean to do that.
Welp.
I had my finger on the mouse.
Coming back.
I had my finger on the mouse and I just accidentally clicked it. That's my bad. Anyway, that's probably what they do in radio.
The Illini IFN put Gonzaga's defense is not good.
They are really bad right now. They're letting BYU score at will.
I mean, but when you're shooting 65% from 3, I don't know how that's on defense.
I mean, there's been like 5 possessions in a row where BYU went right to the basket and laid it in. How about Mount St. Mary's? My boys taking care of business.
Disgusting.
Big win for me. Needed that to have a chance to compete. Huge win. Mount St. Mary's, the champions of the neck.
Of the neck. What a conference name. What
Love
a
it.
conference name.
So Oral Roberts doing exactly what I thought they'd do. They're up 12 in the first half.
Dominating.
Telling you, that team is good. I don't know why the hell I didn't pick them to win the tournament.
Because you didn't see him play until yesterday.
No, I've known of them the whole season.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see them play very much, but I know of them, and I know they have the leading scorer in
Well,
the
I've heard
country,
of Oral
Max
Roberts too, but
Abmas. I don't know how to say his name. That's embarrassing.
a lot of time left.
I'm interested to see if Gonzaga can get this within 10 at the half at this point. By the way, this Manhattan-Fairfield game is 48-44 with 30 seconds left in the second half, by the way. So, yeah. So, what were your takeaways from that conversation?
Sounds like a lot of people are really big on Illinois.
Just say you think he's doing that because we got signed?
Kind of scares me. I mean, I don't think he knew we were Illinois guys, but maybe he did. I guess he did follow me. Yeah.
And you said we were from Illinois.
I did.
If you're from Illinois and you're rooting for someone other than Illinois, you're an idiot.
But I mean, he said that he has Purdue getting beat by Michigan. I also saw that he tweeted that Michigan would be the first number 1 seed to lose in the tournament. So I don't know.
It's because Michigan has like these.
He probably has a brother that goes to Illinois too, because he apparently has siblings that go all over this country.
Okay, let's calm down.
Impressive. What?
All I know is that I didn't mean to cut him off. I saw him in the bottom.
You better DM him.
I saw him at the bottom. He had a little laugh about it because he heard me say I didn't mean to do that. All right, so Gonzaga's down 10 with 7 to go in the first. They cannot lose this game. It'll be so bad for me.
It's not going to be bad for anybody. It's just going to be those people that talk are going to just talk louder.
Maybe they need a loss like this.
You know?
I mean, BYU shoots 75% from the field.
Yeah. Old, what's that dude's name? Harms.
Matt Harms, defense player here on the West Coast.
He's 4 for 4. He's knocked a 3 down. Gonzaga says, no.
This is bad, Gonzaga. Wake up.
Oh, there's 26 minutes left.
Oh, there you go. Big 3. Who is that?
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Just wait. You're behind, I assume, right? No? Or are you up?
Which one did you just see?
BYU's 3.
What's the score?
42-32.
Yeah, I just saw it now.
You can't miss. Gonzaga's defense is terrible, though.
I mean, Ayayi is 3 for 3 from 3 for Gonzaga. Gonzaga can get a couple stops here, then it'll be in good shape.
Oh, they're going to be fine.
Only down by 10 against a team that's making every shot.
Harms going to BYU is probably a good move for him.
Travel by 20.
Couldn't make that one. Because I don't think he would have played. He must have known that Edey was going to be way better than he is.
Yeah. You're way ahead of me, so calm down.
I didn't even say anything.
You said you didn't make that one.
Oh.
I just now saw that.
Sorry.
Then Suggs got fouled.
Well, there's only 2 games on. What else are you watching?
Oral Roberts, North Dakota State, Manhattan, Fairfield, Southern Miss, Rice.
I mean, why aren't we just watching the championship games?
Fairfield covers. Wait, or do they? Yeah, they're plus 2.5. I don't know. Are we supposed to be just watching the championship games? You got Cal State, Fullerton, and Cal Poly. You're not paying attention to that game, bro?
You can watch whatever you want, bro.
He was a much better guest than I thought, to be honest.
My dad just sent me the open letter from Josh Whitman. Like, does he know what I like that we do a podcast on that? He's probably watching right now.
0 viewers, by the way. So
we got up to 1 with Connor on though.
You're going a little far, buddy. Dude, are
What
they
do you
ever gonna miss?
mean?
Oh my God, 45-34. Don't do this to me, Gonzaga. Seriously, don't. Kispert, shoot a 3. 8 for 11 from 3.
Yeah, that's what they can't miss. It's the defense, though. I can't believe they're not more tired. They were ready to win this game, huh?
It's so hit or miss with these things, you know?
That dude walked.
You're ruining the game for me.
No, I didn't. He didn't. He didn't walk. A. B. You don't know what happened. Calm down.
I didn't even know he was gone. Kispert 3. Yes, sir. Needed that. 8-point game. Just domination from Oral Roberts, up 37-16. I think we'll probably hop off of here at the end of the first half in the Gonzaga BYU championship game. Thank you for anyone who came out and watched. Didn't comment, but we thank Connor for joining us. That was tremendous content. But yeah. It was good. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but do.
Both ESPNs. Oh, I forgot my drink.
Manhattan has a chance to tie this game with a 4.4 seconds up, down 3. Here we go. Manhattan for 3. What are you doing for 3? Ho-ho-ho! What a freaking shot. Oh my God. Wow.
What was your takeaway?
Manhattan has tied the game at 50 with a deep 3 at the buzzer to send us to overtime. And you're not watching Manhattan Fairfield. Are you insane?
Is that on ESPN2 or something?
think it's the ESPN Plus game. What a shot. Oh, my God. You got to see that shot.
Manhattan.
MAAC ESPN Plus.
I got it.
Wow.
Show it to me, game.
This is March. It really is. It's a
Oh,
magical.
here we go. Oh, great pass out. Boom.
That shot would not fall in January or February.
Exactly.
Also, Kispert hit a 3. Gonzaga's with an 8.
It's good to know.
I think we'll turn this off at the end of the first half unless you want to keep going,
That's fine.
which is fine.
I don't care.
I don't know.
We can turn it off. I mean, if we don't have anybody else, or
We could turn it off and then watch.
we can
off
just
stream.
chill.
Nobody cares about us anyway. Gonzaga's only down 8. That's huge. And I
Are
just
they looking at this shot again?
Did he
I'm
got off.
close.
Yeah, easily. I mean, I guess they have to look at it. Do you see the score to this Oral Roberts game? I mean, I told you the best.
Yeah, they're smoking them.
Max Abmas, leading scorer in the country. We got to get him in the tournament. Same with Kevin Oberhor.
Uh-oh.
Kevin Oberhor has 17 points and 6 rebounds already in this game in the first half. He had that buzzer beater last night to beat South Dakota. 3-ball Oral Roberts.
Oh. They had to call that on the floor.
Oh my God, it's a wide open 3. Why is Kispert not the one getting the wide open looks? Come on, Gonzaga.
I don't know, but tell me where they call this foul at.
And one for the Mohawk guy.
The dude he got fouled before the shot. He got fouled on the arm before the shot.
I can't see who called the foul.
It was the guy out front.
Pretty nice do. Richard Harward. He's like that Winnington guy was for the Bulls. Looked like he rides a motorcycle for a living, but plays in the NBA for some reason. That's what that number 42 is. That guy does not look like a basketball player. Give it to Kispert. Quit messing around. What are you doing, Nimhard?
Dude, he's got a freaking 5-foot guy on him. Give him the ball. What are you guys doing, BYU? Oh, my Lord.
They make another? He did? Tell me.
It wasn't a 3, but it was a shot that he shouldn't have made.
Oh, my God. Come on.
I can't miss.
They cannot be this hot in the second half, right?
No, there's no chance.
Something's got to give. Gonzaga,
I mean, BYU's probably due to beat them, though, right?
yeah,
Or to beat a team 3 times in 1 year, right?
yeah, but Timmy getting that role tells me it's not over yet.
It's definitely not over. Can they give the ball to the big dude? What's his name again?
Harms? We saw him play Illinois like 3 times.
I know. I'm just joking. He seriously got a 5'6" guy on him all the time.
So Manhattan's a 2.5-point favorite. So that 3 could make it to where they could cover in overtime. was a huge
They
three.
don't call it undertime.
All
Wait,
right.
we didn't bet the under over, did we?
Over under is what it's called, not under over.
Why does it have to be
score
called one
update
thing and not the other?
Yeah, that's enough out of you. Cal Poly, is it Cal Poly?
Yes, obviously.
Cal Poly in the Big West tournament first round. They are losing. They're winning by.
Oh my
State
goodness!
Fullerton at the half.
They can't
Timmy
miss.
was switched on to him, so
They can't miss.
you cannot let them get that offensive rebound. What in the hell, man?
The guy walked before he even shot that. Not that guy, the guy that passed it out to him.
Oh my God. This is getting bad here, boys. This is getting bad. Oh, man. Travel.
I seriously want to comment on that Illini FN guy and be like, bro, you sound like a frickin' Michigan fan right now. Shut up.
Fairfield's up 5, so thanks for nothing, Manhattan. The guy that hit the shot to send it to overtime is not even on the floor right now. Like, what?
Manhattan doesn't want to win.
Jesus. Come on, Gonzaga. Wake the hell up. You're so much better than this team. Oral Roberts is up by 25 at that.
Yeah.
How are they a 1-point underdog? I don't care what the seed is. Anyone that watches knows that they're better. And
Arm's
someone that I know picked North Dakota State to win that tournament.
Well, at least my team was in the championship game. At least I had a shot going into it.
You also got the Horizon right, so congrats on Cleveland State. Cleveland State should not have gotten out of the first round, but they ended up winning the whole thing. So we went 1-1 against each other. Why? I'm just gonna say that North Dakota State's not gonna win, so I'm just gonna cross them out for you. That one's over. I mean, Gonzaga, all things considered, only down 12. It might be 15. It could be worse. It'd be 30 against most teams probably if a team's not missing.
BYU's playing with a lot of confidence.
Are you telling me that guy makes the shot?
You got to squash that. No, he got fouled, but they didn't call it, and then somehow the ball was out on BYU.
That guy looks weird as shit. What the hell?
Literally got smoked on the arm.
We want Gonzaga to win, so stop.
I'm just saying, dude. I don't want real basketball. Kispert almost airballs a 3 to end the half.
That was not a foul. He didn't even touch him.
You're crazy.
He didn't even touch him.
Watch Kispert shoot this 3.
Did he make it?
Not even close. He almost airballed it.
He shoots such line drives.
He does.
That a shot from that deep is a little hard to.
Are they playing in Vegas? I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there in a few days.
Only down 12. You got it.
All right, we shutting this off?
Momentarily, yes.
Okay. Do you think when that guy came on and he was bothered by you doing that?
You probably didn't notice it. Most normal people don't notice that.
They don't notice it until somebody says something.
Yeah, so whoever noticed it's a weirdo. All right. We're turning this off. Thanks everyone for joining us for catching the Flippity Flip. You can watch us back on YouTube or Twitter if you want to watch it back. Thank you. Not gonna upload it. Gonzaga.